let's walk through the heart of this practical, powerful marketing. The kind of marketing that does not depend on big budgets, but it depends on bold thinking. The kind that grows not from noise, but from strategy. Not from luck, but from discipline. This journey is built for anyone who wants to rise in a crowded marketplace. Anyone who wants to turn small ideas into strong brands. Then anyone who believes that growth belongs to those who observe, those who adapt, and those who act consistently. In our culture, business is more than a transaction. Business is trust. Business is relationships. It is the daily rhythm of showing up with purpose and passion. That is why these 30 days marketing, it takes you step by step to the real foundations of marketing. That is your mindset, your purpose, your research, your target audience, your identity, your service, your communication, your alliance, your consistency, and your long-term growth. So, 30 days marketing strategy. Each day gives you one simple, practical idea. Each idea becomes a building block. And together, these blocks, they create a strong marketing structure that you can use for the rest of your entrepreneur. This is not theory. This is not theory. This is not complicated jargon. This is real world, everyday marketing. It is made for you, shaped around you, and guided by your courage to move forward. So, let us step into this journey with an open mind. Let every day spark a new possibility. Let every idea bring you closer to your goals. And let this 30-day path becomes a turning point in the way you think, in the way you act, and in the way you grow. Your transformation begins with this 30-day marketing. So in this session, I will show you how to plan each day for 30 days so you can build strong marketing skills using the Guerrilla marketing method. So let's start with the day one. What you are supposed to do on the day one. The Guerrilla marketing mindset. The day one is mindset. Day one begins with simple truth. Your marketing begins in your mind. Your growth depends on how you think every day. You succeed. You succeed when you start seeing yourself not just as a business owner, but as a marketer, marketing expert. Someone who is always aware, someone who is always learning, someone who is always observing. Look around our society. A roadside fruit seller, a toy shop owner, a young freelancer, they all grow when they carry a clear marketing mindset. This mindset is not luck. This mindset is not luck. It is not something you are born with. It is something you build step by step through daily awareness and daily effort. So we need a strong mindset that shows up in a small detail. The way you shop, the way your shop smells, the tone of your WhatsApp reply, the cleanliness of your storefront, the way your staff greets a customer, the design of your brochure, the warmth in your Instagram post. Every small action becomes a message. Every message becomes marketing. So, in this mindset, In this mindset, marketing is not a department. It is not a role. Marketing is a verb. Marketing is movement. Marketing is energy. So when tough times comes, many businesses, they stop communicating. But the guerrilla marketing, they stay studying. That steadiness becomes your hidden strength. During financial disruptions, during health crises, during economic slowdowns, the businesses that kept communicating, they were the ones that survived. Even they grow. Their mindset protected them. So, a strong mindset, it keeps you from becoming comfortable. Comfort is fine, but it is very dangerous. Comfort is dangerous. The moment you think you are safe, that market moves ahead without you. Even spreads quickly in a noisy world where dozens of brands fight for attention on a single screen. So, to stay sharp, you must keep learning. You must keep observing. Watch what grabs your attention on good apps. Notice which billboard makes you look twice. Study how small online sellers attract buyers with simple words. Every observation, it becomes a classroom. Every movement, it becomes a lesson. So, a guerrilla mindset, it grows through passion, consistency, and a customer-first attitude. It is not a one-time action. It is a rhythm. When you build this rhythm, the next strategies become far more powerful. So, with this mindset, every step becomes meaningful. So, on the day one, you are working on mindset. You learned that marketing begins in your mind and your daily attitude shapes your success. That is day one. Now let's move to day two. The purpose of your marketing. The purpose. Once you train your mindset on day one, then you move to the next layer, purpose. Because purpose gives you direction. Purpose gives direction to your energy. Purpose tells you why you are doing something. Purpose shapes every message. Purpose shapes every message you send out into this world. So, marketing exists to create action. It exists to move people. It exists to create a response. Without purpose, marketing becomes noise. Without purpose, marketing becomes noise. But with purpose, marketing becomes a bridge. So, in our business culture, many entrepreneurs, they focus on logos, they focus on banners, they focus on advertisements. But they forget to decide the purpose behind them. They decorate without direction. They promote without clarity. Purpose brings focus back to you. Purpose brings focus. It reminds you that every single message, it must lead to a clear statement. It should lead to a visit. It should lead to a call. It should lead to a purchase. It should lead to a registration, subscription, or long-term relationship. Purpose becomes stronger when your goals become specific and believable. A boutique, it may aim for 100 new walk-ins in a month. A coaching center, it may target 50 inquiries. A cloud kitchen, it may aim for 500 repeat orders. They are the goals. When your goals become real, your actions become sharper. Purpose stops you from dreaming vaguely. It also protects you from unrealistic expectations. It pushes you. Your purpose pushes you, but it does not break you. Belief, it plays a big role here. When you believe in your goals, your team, it believes in those goals. Your partners support you. Your customers feel your confidence. That is the power of purpose. Purpose also brings order. It also brings order to a busy day. You deal with calls, you deal with bills, you deal with delays, you deal with deliveries, messages, and emergencies. And it is easy to get lost because purpose pulls you back. It reminds you what matters. It keeps you on the path when distractions rise. Purpose is your guide. Purpose is your compass. Both mindset and purpose aligned, you are now ready to understand the landscape in front of you and you can take the next powerful step. That is, in the second day, you have learned that clear purpose. Clear purpose. It turns your marketing from noise into meaningful action. So after purpose, we move to day 3. On third day, we go with competition and research. On day 3, you step into the real world of your market. Our society. Our society is crowded with ideas. Every product, it has many sellers. Every product has many sellers. Every service has many alternatives. So to grow in this market, you must study this environment deeply. So research becomes your lens. Through this lens, you start seeing hidden patterns. You start understanding what customers actually want. You start noticing how competitors behave. You begin to see where new opportunities are quietly waiting for you. That is the power of research. Research shows you customers' problems. It shows preferences, buying habits, their sense of value. Value, it is an emotional force. A customer may pay more if your solution feels trustworthy, convenient, or it is quick. So, good research, it reveals this emotional value. It tells you what people truly care about. Research, it becomes stronger when you study competitors. Every competitor, they have a weak point. One may be fast but careless. One may be cheap but unreliable. One may be popular but slow to respond. When you observe these gaps, you discover your advantage. You discover your advantage, a real advantage. It must be communicated clearly, simply, and well. If you cannot explain it in one sentence, the customer will forget it in 1 second. Research, it also helps you spot new habits in our changing markets. Digital payments, instant delivery, AI-driven services, WhatsApp catalogs, social media selling. These trends, they shape today's business. So when you observe them early, you adapt early. And when you adapt early, you stay ahead. In a fast-moving culture, customer behavior, it shifts quickly. Competitors, they change their strategy. Platforms evolve. Guerrilla marketers, they stay alert. Because you listen, you observe, you update your strategies to research. Research becomes both. It becomes a shield, it becomes a sword. It protects you from threats. It prepares you for opportunities. It guides you towards smart, confident action. That is the day 3. Research. So we learned that research reveals customer needs, competitor gaps, and hidden opportunities on day. Now let us move to day 4. Target market. Target market. So after understanding the environment, we now decide exactly who you want to serve. Our society is large and diverse, and that makes a clear target market a powerful advantage. Making a clear target market, it is a powerful advantage. When you narrow your focus, your marketing, it becomes sharper. It reduces waste. It reduces confusion. It increases accuracy. Trying to target everyone, it weakens you. Precision, it strengthens your market. For example, a restaurant, it must decide if it serves office goers, families, students, or fitness lovers, or delivery focused customers. That one decision, it changes everything. It changes the menu, it changes the pricing, it changes the promotions, and it changes the communication. Taking dead end, it means speaking directly to the right person, with the right tone, on the right platform, in the right moment. For example, a coaching center targeting exam aspirants, it must speak their language. A handicraft seller in a waving town, they must highlight culture, story, uniqueness, because precision, it becomes power. Understanding demographics, lifestyles, motivations, habits, they make targeting richer. So in our culture, festive seasons, they influence purchases. Community preferences, they guide decisions. Local traditions, they shape behaviors. The deeper you understand these layers, the stronger your message becomes. Identify your best prospect. The person who values your offer. The person who is willing to pay. The person who is likely to return to your market. Serving this person well, it becomes the core of guerrilla marketing. When the target is clear, your message becomes sharp. When the target is clear, your money works harder. When the target is clear, your business, it grows faster. So, in our society, personal trust, it plays a major role. It plays a major role in buying decisions. A good lister, it becomes a treasure. It includes phone numbers, WhatsApp numbers, email contacts, customer database, and community groups. So, people who already know you, or people who want to hear from you, make a list. A list is not just data. It is a network of trust. It is a warm audience. It is a steady source of opportunity. Every new contact, it increases your reach. Every follow-up, it increases familiarity. Every repeated message, it increases conversion. Even when the market slows, a strong list, it can keep your business alive. A list is not spam. It is a curated community that cares about your work. When you nurture this community with value and consistency, it becomes one of the most enduring assets you own. So, on this day 4, target market, you learned that the clearer your target, the stronger and more effective your marketing becomes. Target. That's the day 4. Now let's turn to day 5. Positioning. Day 5 is about positioning. It shapes how your business lives in the customer's mind. Positioning. It is not what you say about your brand. It is what your clients remember about it. It is the place you occupy in the customer's mind. The emotional space. The emotional space your business owns in customer's mind. So positioning, it grows from your strengths and from the weakness of your competitors. In our crowded markets, positioning, it becomes a spotlight. For example, a dosha shop, it may serve many dishes, but customers, they remember it for one thing: the softest dosas, the crispiest masala, the fastest service. That one idea, it becomes its identity. Positioning, it becomes stronger when you highlight benefits instead of features. Customers rarely remember the technical details. They remember how you make life easier, faster, simpler, or more comfortable. A strong position, it becomes a promise. A promise you must deliver every day. That daily consistency, it becomes the foundation of long-term loyalty. So, on the day 5, positioning, we learned that positioning, it creates the identity which people remember long after the message fades. So, positioning is very crucial. After that positioning, we'll go for day 6, niche marketing. Day 6, niche marketing. It narrows your focus even further. A niche is not a tiny audience. It is a specific audience. A clear niche is often more profitable than a wide scattered market. So, in our market, niches thrive. For example, a saree designer. A saree designer may work only with a particular wave. A bakery, it may focus only on millet items. A consultant, he may work only with the young founders. These niches, they respond strongly because you understand their world. You speak their language. You solve their exact problems. A niche, it is like a home. It is like a place where your expertise shines. You become the go-to expert. Instead of one more option in a noisy market, you become an expert with this niche marketing because it reduces waste. It guides your time. It guides your money. It guides your energy. It guides your energy to the most promising group. It increases conversions and loyalty. It builds authority faster because specialists, they earn trust quicker than journalists. Not journalists, generalists. The people who are general. Okay? Our digital landscape, it also supports niche groups. It also supports niche groups and niche growth. Communities from around traditions, interests, values, and lifestyles. When you serve a niche well, word of mouth, it spreads quickly. A niche, it is not small, it is focused. And focus always strengthens the brand. So, on day 6, we focused on niche market. We learned that serving a focused niche, it builds authority, loyalty, and higher conversion. Day 7, your marketing weapons. Day 7 introduces the tools. The tools you can use to spread your message. In our Indian market, You are surrounded by hundreds of marketing weapons. Some weapons are expensive, some are free. There are many powerful if used with intention. A guerrilla marketer does not depend on money alone. You depend on creativity. A guerrilla marketer, it depends on creativity. You depend on creativity, consistency, smart selection. Your marketing weapons include your business card, your website, your WhatsApp status, your storefront, your follow-up messages, your customer service tone, your packaging, your social media posts, your reference, your alliances, your events, and even your community. These are all the weapons. These are all your weapons. Each one is a tool. Each one creates a tiny impact. When these small impacts add up, your brand becomes unforgettable. The key is not to use everything. But we have to choose our weapons wisely. If your audience lives on WhatsApp, so focus on WhatsApp. Your audience trusts on word of mouth. Nurture your reference. If your audience loves visual content, strengthen your social media posts. Your tools, they must match your target. Your target must guide your tools. As you explore these weapons, you discover that many of these weapons, they cost nothing but attention and effort. The more clearly you understand your customer, the more effectively you choose your weapons. A guerrilla marketer, he does not fight with force. You do not fight with force. You fight with the precision. So, on day 7, marketing weapons, we learned that our best marketing tools, they are simple, smart, and selected with purpose. Then we turn to day 8. On 8th day, we learned about identity. Day 8 takes us to deeper into the heart of our brand. Identity. Your identity is not just your logo or not just your name. It is the feeling your customer, he gets you when they think of you. It is the story they tell when they recommend you. It is the impression that stays even after the transaction ends. Your identity, it appears in many places. Your tone of voice, your identity appears. Your colors and your storefront appearance, your email signature, your greeting style, your customer experience, your social media behavior, everything represents your identity. All these signals together, they work together to tell the customer who you are. A strong business identity is consistent. Whether a person walks into your shop, calls your phone number, or visits your Facebook page, they should feel the same energy. That consistency, it builds trust. Trust builds familiarity. Familiarity builds long-term loyalty. Think of your identity as your reputation in motion. Living, breathing, and growing with every contact. Your reputation. When your identity is clear, people remember you. When it is unclear, people forget you. And in a noisy marketplace like our market, forgetfulness is your biggest enemy. So your identity is not decoration. It is direction. It tells the customer why they should choose you and not the next seller. This is day 8. Business identity. We learned that a strong identity, it makes our brand recognizable, relatable, and trusted. Then we move to day 9. Your business card and your business material. Day 9, it shifts your focus to something simple and powerful. Your business card. Your business card and all printed material and digital material. Because they represent you. They represent your business. Even in a digital world, a business card still carries weight. Because it shows professionalism, it leaves a physical reminder, it creates a bridge between you and the customer that lasts longer than a handshake. Your business card, it must be clear. Your business card, it must be readable. Your business card, it must be memorable. Because one glance, it should reveal who you are, what you do, how you help, and how to reach you. Avoid clutter. Avoid confusion. Avoid trying to impress with unnecessary elements. The same rules apply to your brochure, your menus, your pamphlets, your posters, and to your digital flyers. People today, they are very busy, so they can scan information quickly. They do not read long blocks of text. They want clarity, not complexity. A clean design, it communicates confidence. A messy design, it communicates doubt. When your materials, they look professional, customers assume your service will also be professional. When your materials, they look careless, customers fear your work may also be careless. Your card and your materials, they speak even when you are not present. So let them speak well. That is day 9, business card and materials. We learned that clean, clear materials, they communicate professionalism even when you are not present. So let's move to day 10. 10th day. That is follow. 10th day is for follow. This day teaches you one of the most powerful habits in guerrilla marketing. That is the art of follow. That is the art of follow. Most businesses, they make a mistake. They communicate once and then they wait. But customers rarely decide after a single message. They decide after multiple reminders, multiple impressions, multiple touch points. So follow-up turns interest into action. Follow-up turns curiosity into commitment. Follow-up turns one-time customer into lifelong supporter. A gentle WhatsApp reminder. A quick email, a friendly phone call, a simple hope you are doing well text message. These small gestures, they build strong bridges. In our culture, personal warmth, it matters. When you follow up kindly, people feel valued. When they feel valued, they respond. Follow-up is not pressure. Follow-up is presence. It shows consistency. It shows sincerity. It shows responsibility. Many businesses, they lose sales not because they are weak, but because they do not follow up. A guerrilla marketer, he never misses this chance. Because you show up. You show up with respect. You show up with clarity. You show up with purpose. So, follow up. It transforms your efforts into results. That is day 10. 10th day, follow. In this, we learned that follow-up turns interest into action. Interest into action. And it builds long-term relationships. Then we'll go to 11th day. 11th day, that is your marketing plan. So, this 11th day teaches us that organize everything you have learned so far into a simple, clear marketing plan. A marketing plan is not a thick document. It is not meant to impress others. It is meant to guide you. Your actions, your decisions, and your direction. Your plan, it answers 4 basic questions. Who are you serving? What value are you offering? How will you communicate that value? When will you take each step? When you write these answers down, you create a roadmap. You create a roadmap that keeps you steady even when your business day becomes chaotic. So, a good plan, it feels practical. A good plan, it feels practical. It feels realistic. It feels like something you can actually follow. Your plan, it also protects you from distractions. New ideas will tempt you. New trends, they will distract you. New competitors, they will shake you. But a clear plan, it brings you back to your path. Think of your marketing plan as your compass. A small, simple, and always pointing you in the right direction. So, this is 11th day, marketing plan. We learned that simple, practical marketing plan, it gives direction to all your marketing efforts. So, have it one. Then we move to day number 12. Your media mix. Day 12, it helps you decide where your message should appear. There are many places where customers spend their time. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Google, YouTube, and events, community groups, referral circles, outdoor ads, and even simple banners in your neighborhood. But you don't need to be everywhere. You only need to be where your customers are. This is your media mix. The combination of platforms you choose to spread your message. A smart media mix, it feels natural to your audience. If your buyers, they scroll Instagram every evening, so shop there. Make a reel, shop there. If they respond well to WhatsApp updates, focus on WhatsApp updates. If your market trusts local networks, invest in your community presence. Your goal is not noise. Your goal is connection, communication. Choose 3 to 5 media channels and use them consistently. Because consistency, it builds recognition. Recognition builds trust. Trust builds business. Your media mix, it becomes your communication engine. Because always running, always reaching the right people. So on day 12, media mix, we learned that choosing the right platforms, it helps us to reach the right people at the right time. That is day 12. So let's turn to day 13. Benefits and competitive advantage. Day 13, it sharpens the message. It sharpens the message you give to your customers. Most businesses, they talk about features, but customers, they care about benefits. They care about benefits, how your product or how your service improves their lives. A feature is not what your product has. A benefit is what your customer gains. For example, a fast service. It is a feature. It becomes you save time. You save time. A high quality material. This feature, it becomes you use it longer without worry. Then a 24/7 customer support. This feature, it becomes you feel secure and supported anytime. When you speak in benefits, customers listen. They imagine the improvement in their own life. They feel the value personally. So next comes your competitive advantage. The one thing that makes you stand out. Competitive advantage. It could be your speed. It could be your reliability. It could be your creativity. It could be your price. It could be your warmth. It could be your expertise. It could be your unique style. Your advantage, it must be clear, simple, and repeatable. If you cannot explain it in your own breath, it is not sharp enough. Because benefits, they attract attention. Competitive advantage earns preference. Together, they create a message that customers remember and they repeat it. So, on day 13, benefits and advantage. We learned that benefits and advantage. Customers respond to benefits and they remember what makes you stand out. That's the 13. Now let's move to day number 14. On 14th day, your marketing budget. This day brings a practical lesson. Your marketing needs investment. Not necessarily big investment, but intentional investment, whatever it is. Okay, a guerrilla marketer, he uses resources smartly. You don't waste money. You don't spend without purpose. You don't chase shiny ideas. Your budget includes money, time, energy, creativity. For many small businesses, time and creativity, they are more valuable than money. A well-crafted WhatsApp message, a friendly follow-up call, or a consistent Instagram presence, they can outperform expensive ads when done with proper care. Your marketing budget, it should match your goals. If you want high visibility, if you want slow, steady growth, invest moderately but consistently. The danger is not overspending. The real danger is not spending at all. Marketing is not a cost. It is a growth engine. Marketing is the growth engine. When you invest wisely, it pays you back. It pays you back in awareness, leads, and loyal customers. So, on day 14th, budget. Plan your budget. We learned that marketing is an investment, and even smart spending, it creates growth. So then move to day number 15. Your marketing calendar. It teaches us that turn your plan into a timeline, a marketing calendar. A calendar, it tells you what to do, when to do, and how often to repeat it. It brings discipline. It brings rhythm. It makes your marketing predictable instead of random. Your calendar, it may include weekly social media posts, monthly customer follow-ups, seasonal offers, festival campaigns, quarterly updates, regular content creation, reference, and others. When you follow a calendar, your marketing becomes consistent. And consistency is the heartbeat of guerrilla marketing. Many businesses, they fail not because they lack ideas, but because they lack that rhythm. They lack that rhythm. A calendar, it solves that problem. It turns intention into action. It turns planning into progress. It turns small steps into long-term growth. So, on day 15, preparing marketing calendar. We learned that a steady marketing calendar, it turns good ideas into real progress. That is day 15. Now let's move to day 16. Copywriting, your words as weapons. Day 16, it tells us that your words carry power. Copywriting is not about fancy language. It is not about fancy language, or it is not about complicated sentences. It is about speaking to your customer's heart in a way they instantly understand. Good copy, it answers 3 questions quickly. What are you offering? Why should they care? What should they do next? Your words, they must be simple, warm, and clear. Long paragraphs, they push people away. Confusing language creates hesitation. But short, direct, helpful words, they pull customers closer. So, copywriting, it appears everywhere. Your WhatsApp messages. Copywriting appears in your WhatsApp messages. It appears in your flyers. It appears in your social media captions. It appears in your website. It appears in your brochures. It appears in your advertisements. Your goal is not to impress. Your goal is to express. Use real language. Use customers' language. Use emotional language when needed. When your words move people, your marketing becomes alive. So, on day 16, copywriting, we learned that simple, clear words, they can move your customer better than complex language. So, focus on writing. Then we move to day 17. Day 17. Customer relations. So, it focuses on the foundation of every successful business. Your relationship with your customers. A guerrilla marketer treats every customer like a long-term partner. You are not looking for a one-time sale. You are trying to build a bond. So, you are building a bond. Great customer relations. They require 3 qualities. A, consistency and communication. Care means you listen, you understand their needs, you respect their time. Consistency means you deliver what you promise. Every time. No surprises, no excuses. Then, third point. Communication. It means staying connected even after the sale. A simple follow-up, a festival greeting, a service reminder. These gestures, they create loyalty. So, in our culture, people remember how you market them, how you make them feel. If you treat them warmly, they stay. If you treat them casually, they treat. So, when your customer relations, when they are strong, you gain more than buyers. You gain supporters. You gain ambassadors. You gain even lifelong promoters. So, on day 17, customer relations, we learned that strong relationships, they turn customers into long-term supporters. That is day 17. Then we move to day 18. Customer service. Day 18, it deepens your focus on service, the daily experience that shapes how people think about your brand. Customer service, it is not only solving problems, it is preventing problems. It is preventing problems. It is the smile in your voice when you pick up the phone call. It is the patience in your reply when someone is confused. Then it is the respect. It is the respect in your tone when someone complains. Great service. Great service. It turns a disappointed customer into a loyal customer. Poor service. It turns a loyal customer into a lost one. Most business, they talk about service, but few commit to it every day. Your service quality, it becomes your signature. Your service becomes your signature. It sets you apart when products look the same, prices look the same, and competitors look the same. It sets you apart, your service. When you serve well, customers forgive small mistakes. When you serve badly, customers forget your strength. Service is not a department. Service is not a department. Service is mindset. Service is attitude. Service is a culture inside your business. Serve well and your brand becomes unforgettable. So on day 18, customer service, we learned that great service becomes your signature and sets you apart from competitors. Then we move to day 19. Your business location. Day 19, it teaches you that location is not just a place. It is part of your market. Whether you run a shop, a studio, an office, or a home-based business, your location, it affects how people view you. A good location is visible, accessible, and welcoming. Visibility, it means customers can find you without difficulty. Accessibility means they can reach you without stress, whether by road, online, maps, or by phone direction. A welcoming location, it feels organized, it feels clean, it feels comfortable. For digital business, your location is your online presence, your website, your social media pages, and your contact details. Your location should make life easy for the customer. If it feels confusing, if it feels far, if it feels unsafe, if it feels unclear, people hesitate. People hesitate to choose you. A strong location, physical or digital, it builds confidence before you even speak. So on day 19, business location, we learned that our physical or digital location, it influences trust before you say a word. Day 20, site layout. Day 20 takes you inside your space. The layout your customers see when they enter. Your site layout, it communicates silently. The moment someone steps in, they form an opinion about you. A good layout, it is simple, neat, and intentional. It helps customers move easily. It guides their attention to important areas. It creates comfort. If the layout is crowded, messy, or confusing, people feel stressed. If it is clean, organized, and bright, they feel relaxed. So think of layout as a visual handshake. It tells the customer, you matter, you are welcome, you are safe here. You are communicating this with your presence. Even a small space, it can feel spacious with the right arrangement. Even a large space, it can feel cold without warmth. A restaurant with enough space between tables, clear walkways, hygienic cutlery stations, and visible cleanliness, it makes dining pleasant. But if tables are squeezed together and the wash area is hidden or unclean, customers hesitate to return. A good layout, it enhances both experience and reputation. For online businesses, your site layout is your website or your social media page. If your bio is clear, your highlights are organized, and your posts they follow a simple structure, the customer feels guided. If everything looks scattered, unclear, or confusing, they exit in seconds. Your digital layout, it shapes the first impression just like a physical space. So, your layout, it should support your marketing message. It should reflect your brand personality. It should make people want to return. So, on day 20, site layout, we have learned that a clean, welcoming layout, it creates comfort and it strengthens the first impression. So, let's move to day 21. Day 21, your signage. It is silent but powerful marketing. Day 21, it focuses on signage. One of the most underrated marketing tools. Your signboard, your display board, your digital banner, and even your nameplate. All of them, they speak long before you say a word. So, a good sign, it is clear, readable, and memorable. It tells people who you are and what you do instantly. So, your signage, it must work even when you are not present. When someone passes by your shop, they scrolls past your page, and they see your stall at an event. Your signage becomes your silent salesperson. Strong signage. It uses simple words, bold design, right colors, right writing, and the right size. A confusing sign, it pushes people away. A clean sign, it draws them in without any effort. So, your signage reflects your confidence. It shows that you care about how you present yourself. And when you look professional, people assume your service also be professional. Your signboard is not decoration. Your signboard is communication. So on day 21, signage, you learned that clear signage is silent marketing that works for your company. So let's move to day 22. Your reputation. Day 22 reminds us that your reputation is your true wealth. Your reputation is your true wealth. It is earned slowly through consistent behavior and strengthened every time you fulfill a promise. Reputation is built when you deliver on time, when you keep your word, when you treat your customers with respect, when you handle problems responsibly, and when you maintain quality without compromise. So, in our market culture, reputation spreads through conversation. People talk, people share their experiences, people recommend what they trust. A strong reputation makes you the first choice, even when competition is fierce. A weak reputation, it makes people hesitate even when your product is good. So, reputation is built daily. Reputation is built daily. Every interaction, it adds to it or subtracts it from it. Every small act, it shapes how people speak about you. When your reputation shines, customers come willingly. They come confidently. They come repeatedly. A good reputation is not an asset. It is a magnet. So, on day 22, reputation, we learned that your reputation is your real wealth. It built slowly through consistent action. Then we move to day 23. Your image, what people feel about you. Your image. Day 23 goes deeper into something more emotional. That is your image. Your image is not just how you look. It is how you make people feel. It is the emotional impression your brand carries in the minds of your customers. Your image, it comes from your brand image. It comes from your attitude, your communication style, your customer care, your consistency, your visual identity, and your behavior during both good times and tough times. Customers may forget your price, but customers, they never forget your service. Customers may forget your products, but they rarely forget how you treated them. Your image, it becomes your emotional signature. It is the reason people choose you over another business that offers the same thing. A strong image, it creates familiarity. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates loyalty. So, your image is the emotional doorway to your brand. And every day you decide how the doorway looks and how does the doorway feel. So, on day 23, image, we learned that your image is the feeling people carry about you long after contact ends. So then we move to day number 24. Your pricing strategy. Day 24, pricing strategy. It focuses on something every entrepreneur thinks about. That is pricing. Pricing is not just numbers. Pricing is perception. Your price tells the customer what to expect from your product or what to expect from your service. A price too low, it may signal low quality. A price too high, it may create hesitation. A balanced price, it communicates value. A guerrilla marketer, he chooses pricing with intention. You consider your cost, your competitors, your market expectations, and most importantly, the value you deliver. Your goal is not to be the cheapest. Your goal is to be worth your price. Customers do not always want the lowest price. They want the fairest price. Fairest price, one that matches the benefit they feel. So, when your pricing is clear, honest, and value driven, customers buy it. Customers buy it with comfort, not with doubt. So, pricing should support your brand, not weaken your brand. So, on day number 24, pricing, we learned that pricing is perception and fair value creates confident buyers. That's a day 24. Let's turn to day 25. Your convenience, making life easy for the customers. So this day 25, it teaches us a simple truth. Customers choose the business that makes life easiest. Convenience is a powerful marketing weapon. It removes friction. It removes stress. It removes hesitation. Convenience, it can come from easy payment options, simple instructions, quick replies, fast delivery, clear directions, flexible timings, or even a friendly tone that makes communication comfortable. When customers feel that, you make their life easier. You make their life easier. They return to you naturally without being pushed. Convenience, it shows respect for their time, respect for their energy. And respect is the foundation of loyalty. A convenient business, it becomes a preferred business. People may forget features, but they never forget how smoothly your services work. Convenience, it is not luxury. Convenience is a strategy. So on day number 25, convenience, we learned that customers choose the business that makes life easiest for them. That's a day 25. Let's start to day 26. Your consistency, the secret ingredient. On day 26, we have to practice consistency. It reminds us that something quietly powerful. Consistency beats intensity. Most businesses, they start with energy, excitement, and big plans. But slowly, the rhythm fades. A guerrilla marketer does not rely on mood or motivation, but you rely on habit. Consistency means showing up regularly, posting regularly, following it up regularly, delivering regularly, serving regularly. Consistency, it builds trust because customers know what to expect from you. It creates familiarity. That familiarity creates comfort. It is not the loudest business that wins. It is the most consistent one. Even small actions repeated daily, they build a strong brand presence. Your message becomes clearer. Your audience becomes closer. Your impact, it becomes deeper. So consistency is your quite superpower. So on day 26, consistency. We learned that consistency creates trust and turns small steps into major. Then we turn to day number 27. Agreements. Clarity builds confidence. On day number 27, it teaches us that the value of clear agreements, written or verbal. Agreements, they protect both you and your customer. A good argument, it explains what you will provide, when you will deliver, what the customer can expect, what the price it includes, and how changes will be handled. So when expectations are clear, then misunderstandings, they disappear. Clarity, it reduces stress. Clarity builds confidence. Clarity creates smoother relationships. Many business, they lose clients not because of product issues, but because of expectations. Because expectations, they were never clearly defined. A clear agreement is not formal. It is professionalism. It is respect. It is responsibility. When you communicate clearly, customers trust you more deeply. So, on day 26, agreements, we learned that clear agreements, they prevent confusion and they build professional confidence. So, let's come to day number 28. Your referrals. Your referrals, turning customers into ambassadors. This day 28, it teaches us, it gives you one of the strongest forms of marketing. That's a reference. A happy customer is the best advertisement you can ever earn. Their words, they carry more weight than any ad you design. People trust recommendations. People trust recommendations. Those recommendations are from friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, community members. So, a guerrilla marketer, he encourages referrals to care because you ask politely. You offer small incentives when needed. You express gratitude when referrals come your way. Referrals, they require you to deliver consistently good experience. People will only recommend what they genuinely believe. Every satisfied customer, they become a bridge to new opportunities, to new customers. When referrals grow, your marketing becomes easier, faster, and more sustainable. A referral is not luck. It is the reward for your service. So, on day 28, referrals, we learned that happy customers, they become ambassadors who grow your business naturally. Then we move to day 29. Your alliances, growing through partnerships. On day 29, it introduces us to alliances, strategic partnerships. They help you grow without extra cost. Alliances, they happen when you collaborate with the businesses that share your audience but do not compete with you. For example, a boutique pays. A boutique pays with a jewelry design. A gym team up with a nutrition. Then a home tutor partners with a stationery shop. A cloud kitchen collaborate with a local influencers. These partnerships, they multiply visibility and trust. Your message, it reaches new people through someone they already rely on. These alliances, they offer shared promotions, shared customers, shared reach, shared strength. The key is mutual benefit. Both sides must grow. Both sides must protect each other's reputation. Both sides must communicate clearly. When alliances work well, your business, it expands without extra spending. So, on day 29, alliances, we learned that smart partnerships, they expand your reach without extra cost. Then day 30. Your growth. The journey continues. Day 30, it brings this 30-day journey to powerful conclusion. This is not the end. It is the beginning of your new marketing mindset. Growth is not a sudden leap. Growth is a steady climb built through learning, observing, improving, and acting consistently.